A lot of people don't realize it, but this year marks 50 years since the Vietnam War ended when communist forces captured Saigon.
It's the war no one celebrates. More than 58,000 U.S. service members died in those 11 years. Nearly 3 million Americans served in Vietnam and came home to a divided country.
But the people who escaped, who survived, are forever grateful, including a Mason woman and her family who arrived here on Thanksgiving half a century ago.
We didn't know where we were going. We were just going out into the ocean and hopefully get rescued by somebody.
Teresa Bird has a story that goes back 50 years. She was 7 years old, her little brother just 5, when their aunt risked her life to help them escape the war in Vietnam and the terror of communist soldiers who had taken over.
I remember that my aunt would hide us under the bed. There was curfews and they weren't shy to, shoot a gun.
7 days after the fall of Saigon, they left the rest of their family behind, including mom and dad, and in the middle of the night, packed onto a fishing boat with 200 other people, praying for a better life.
Everyone was just in squatting positions. There was no room to lay down.
The journey to freedom was terrifying.
There were people that were dying because there wasn't, dehydration and no food. We would come across these other abandoned fishing boats. I remember seeing young girls being left for dead on these abandoned boats.
After nearly 10 days of floating in the ocean, a miracle. A U.S. Navy ship rescued them and 2 other boats filled with Vietnam refugees.
And they put all the kids into this fishing net and they pulled us out onto the ship in these fishing nets. So we were literally fished out of the sea onto the ship.
Teresa, her brother, and aunt were all processed at a naval base in Guam.
You can look in my face and you can see that there is sadness there.
But the sadness turned to hope. They were eventually taken to an Army base in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where for 6 months, U.S. service members took care of them, even teaching them English.
I would just go up to any serviceman and say, I love you, I love you. And they would just eat it. They were just so kind.
And then the week of Thanksgiving, a holiday moment they'll never forget. Blessed Sacrament in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, sponsored them and 8 other family members who made it to America and helped them build a life in Greater Cincinnati.
And had a big Thanksgiving dinner ready for us. We, of course, didn't know what that food was. And we all looked at the turkeys on the table and said, they grow big chicken here in the United States. But now every Thanksgiving is special to our family. This was our pilgrimage, to the U.S.
3 years ago, Teresa and her brother returned to Vietnam for the first time, visiting the same wharf where they escaped as kids.
This just brought closure.
50 years later, Teresa and her brother are still grateful to their aunt who had the courage to leave.
It's just a debt that I can never, ever, ever pay to her.
And to the U.S. service members who sacrificed their own lives to save theirs.
I just want to say thank you to all the veterans who fought that war. And it may not have been a successful war, but look where we are now.
Celebrating an American tradition half a world away and half a century later. Teresa finally reunited with her dad and siblings when she was 25. She has since brought all of them here to the U.S. to give them a better life, too. The only one who didn't make it was her mom, who had already passed away.
You don't need a textbook for every history lesson. And after she left, there was concern. She couldn't talk to them for a long time.
For 5 years, she didn't reach back out because they were afraid their family back home in Vietnam would be retaliated against. The government was reading letters and everything. So they thought they had died. They didn't think they ever made it to the U.S. I can't thank Teresa and her family for sharing that story with us, because I always say to people, you don't know what you don't know. So thank you to them and to all of our service members.
Living here amongst us, that is quite some story.